Okay. It's February 20th, 2026. It's 4:50 in the morning. I just came back from taking a shower, shaving, making some coffee. Little coffee machine right here. Makes a single cup. Got the strong coffee. So I use the let's say the Spanish coffee. It's very strong coffee, so oh yeah, yesterday was in a tornado warning. The alarm came off, then it started hailing like crazy, as you the video before this one shows. Some people ask me why I don't just get the coffee from the truck stop. I don't drink that coffee. That coffee for me is not really coffee. It's kind of just like dirty water. I can't drink coffee. That for me, that's not coffee. Coffee has to have some coffee has to have some sort of kick to it. This is my mattress. I bought a air mattress. You can see I always put this on top to cover my sheet. This is an air mattress. The mattress they gave you is down here. It's pretty flat. It's pretty hard too, so I bought an air mattress, and with the air mattress you can actually lower the air in it, so that way it's not as hard. You can put it as hard as you want or as soft as you want. So I'm just making my coffee. The good thing about this, so I work for Pam Transport. A lot of people talk negative about this company. The only thing negative I would say about the company is they don't let us clean the truck on the outside. That's the only negative I have about the company. As far as the pay is concerned, yeah, they don't pay as much as other companies, but you know what? There's a lot of things that come with that. They're not micromanaging you. That's one thing. And I'm a rookie. I just started trucking, and they not micro. Oops, the camera fell down. Get it on top of the coffee machine. They're not micromanaging. They don't micromanage you. So a lot of people who said that they micromanage you, I don't know what they're talking about, because I'm a rookie, and they have not called me in 3 days. They don't call you unless you mess up, or do something, or crash, or whatever. So I don't know what people are talking about. The pay, yeah, the pay is low compared to other trucking companies, but I'm a rookie, and for me, I'm making more than I did when I was working at Home Depot. I used to work at Home Depot as a Met associate. I used to work at Home Depot as a Met associate, you know, busting my ass in Home Depot. I worked harder in Home Depot than I worked in this truck. Now remember, this job is the most easiest job I have ever had, and I have many, many jobs in my life. I'm not no spring chicken. I have many jobs in my life, and this job seems to be, the truck is shaking because of the wind. Now that's coffee. Some Bustelo coffee. Some strong coffee. You only need 1 cup. That's the difference between Spanish coffee and American coffee. Spanish coffee, you only need 1 cup. You're done for the day. You don't need multiple cups of coffee. Yeah, the truck is shaking. I don't know if you can tell, but see my glasses over there, they're shaking. You can see the extension cord. The truck is shaking, so it's kind of weird. The truck is shaking. Yeah, Spanish coffee, you only need 1 cup. You don't need, American coffee is so weak. It's just, you know, I would say diner coffee or coffee they serve like at McDonald's or 7-Eleven. Any of that stuff is, it compares. I have drank all type of coffee in all different type of places. It might taste good, but there's nothing like Spanish coffee to me. I make it, you know, 2 spoons of Bustelo, Café Bustelo, or Spanish ground coffee, where it just makes 1 cup. It's like espresso, I guess. So it's just 1 cup of coffee, and that's all you need for the day. You don't need to drink any more coffee after this. That's one thing that I learned. When I drink American coffee, I have to drink 4 or 5 cups just to actually feel the effect of it. So I did go to take a shower and shave. I take a shower every other day, so it's one day I don't take a shower, the next day I take a shower. So at the truck stops they have showers. At the Love's truck stops they have a very big shower room with a toilet and it's pretty much a big large bathroom, a sink, mirror, you know, wash your mouth, do what you gotta do. So pretty much you know, it's go through the program. It's a little app that they have at the Love's truck stop, and you get free refills. Refill your sodas or whatever. I get juice. I don't drink soda, so I get Hawaiian Punch. Something I've been drinking all my life, Hawaiian Punch. So I get Hawaiian Punch. It's not soda. It's kind of like a juice. I don't like to drink soda. If soda I do drink once in a blue moon, it'll either be a root beer or Sprite. Those are the only type of sodas I drink. Root beer is the only time I drink root beer would be with a hamburger. I like eating my hamburgers with root beer. So the positives and the negatives of this company, Pam. Like I said, the negatives are low pay. They do pay a little bit. But like I said, I am making more than I make a week. And I work less, so I'm not complaining. This is not a complaint. Compared, I guess, to other trucking companies, they do pay you more in other trucking companies. But I am not working for other trucking companies. I work for Pam, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm pretty satisfied. I am very happy. I'm what they call a happy trucker. I see a lot of truckers upset. My truck just turned off. That's the system when the heater. That's what's good about these trucks. They have like a smart system in it where it doesn't idle all day and waste fuel. It pretty much has a heater and an AC in it where you can set it and it'll go off the battery. So it's pretty cool. I am enjoying the job. Okay, I've been doing this now for since November. I started my little journey in November. It is now February. I already have 2 months in, almost 3 months now. It's 3 months into my 6 months. So I have to work for this company for 6 months to pay back the loan that I took. I don't understand why people are complaining as to why. I heard some trucking guy doing analysis on different trucking companies, asking why would the trucking company put the loan under your name, because you're the one going to the school. What else would a company do? The guarantee, okay, so they have a contract with you. It's a contract that you have with the company that they're going to pay for the school, for you to get your CDL, and then you work for them for 6 months. What binds you to that contract? You know, what's going to hold you to the contract? If there's nothing holding you to the contract, you can leave the minute after you get your CDL, and you leave. And they stay stuck with the $7,000 if they pay for it. The only way they're going to hold you to the contract is if you have to pay for it. So the $7,500 that you owe the school for using their truck, their fuel, you know, the wear and tear on the truck while you're using it to learn, and borrowing it to go take the DMV test. You need a truck. The DMV is not going to supply you with a truck. You have to go with your own truck to the DMV to take the exam to pass the test. That costs money. In New York, it's $10,000. Some companies were asking $15,000 to take to give you 10-day lessons and then borrow their truck to go to the DMV. Whether you pass or not, they don't care. So I don't understand why people are complaining as to one guy was saying like he don't understand why were they putting the loan under your name so that you have to pay, because that's the only thing that's going to hold you to the company. It's a contract. You're telling the company, yeah, I'm going to work for you for 6 months if you pay for the school. The only way they're going to pay for the school is you work for the 6 months. So for them to pay for it, it has to be under your name, because if you leave at any moment, they stay stuck with the bill. The $7,500 bill to pay for the school. Why would they do that? They make you take a loan out under your name with your Social Security, so that the loan is under your name. If you leave, they don't care. You can leave. You can go to another trucking company and have them pay for the loan. You can say, do you do reimbursement? And they'll say, yeah, we do reimbursement tuition. So then they say, okay, so pay for my loan, because I took money to take a training, to go to training for trucking school. That's called tuition reimbursement. So if you go to another company, you can go to another company after going to Select. After you go to Select, you don't have to work for PAM. You take your loan that you have with the bank, and then you go to another trucking company and you ask them to pay for your tuition. That's the tuition that you paid for. It's your schooling. It's not PAM's schooling. So the only way PAM, the company PAM, the trucking company, the only way they're going to hold you accountable is that they'll pay for it. They'll pay for it if you work for them. It's like any other company. So I don't understand why the guy was having a problem with that. So I already have 3 months in already. I only have 3 more months to go. The contract is for 6 months. And the beauty of this contract is that it's under your name. And as they pay for it, your credit rating goes up. So if you have bad credit, your credit rating goes up. It's like you took out a loan from a bank and you're paying it back within 6 months. That's incredible. At the end of the 6 months, they pay the full amount, whatever it is. But you have to drive for them for 6 months. It is the shortest contract that I found on the internet of any company that has to do with trucking business. So the pros of this company are, for me, great. They don't micromanage you. As long as you do what you got to do, you abide by their rules. Any company should be the same way. If you abide by their rules, why would they be calling you? They don't call me. I do what they tell me to do. It's their company, it's their truck. They pay me. Every time I look in the Thursdays when I look at my bank account, I see money in there. They just deposited more money into my bank account, my paycheck. So I'm not complaining. As I said, I'm making more than I made at Home Depot when I was working at Home Depot, and I am working way less. I'm not stressed out the way I was at Home Depot, which was a stressful job, and tired. When I used to go home, I was tired. All I'm doing is driving a truck. The pros of PAM Transport. So the cons are a little bit of pay, which is true. You get a little bit of pay, but as a rookie, you progress and you get a little bit more pay as you go, as with experience. And two, these are the two cons that I have with PAM Transport. They don't let you clean the truck on the outside. Now, I clean the truck on the inside. I keep my truck clean and smelling good. I don't smoke or anything like that. I have animals, so my truck smells great. The outside, that's another thing. So, I was happy with the storm yesterday. It kind of cleaned the truck. So those are the only two cons that I have against the company. That's it. I mean, but the pay, as far as the pay is concerned, I'm happy. I'm not complaining about it, because I know I'm just a rookie and I'm learning, and I'm making more than I made. As I say, I keep repeating that I made more than I made at Home Depot. So I'm making more than what I used to have in my old job. I have no complaint with the money. They pay every week. They pay me, plus they're paying my $7,500 loan every month. They're paying for it. You have to consider that also, that they're going to pay for that too. So they're paying for that too. That's part of your paycheck. Okay, so the money that they're paying to school, that's part of the pay that you don't have to pay out of your money. So those are the cons, if you could call them that. As far as a truck on the outside being dirty, yeah, that's a con. Once in a blue moon, it would be nice to take the truck to a truck wash and have it cleaned. But I see how fast trucks get dirty. Rains a little bit, man, the truck gets nasty. The glass gets disgusting. I mean, it does get dirty quick. We do run from hot to cold states, so yeah, I understand. Now, the pros of the company, they pay for your school. They're paying you every week. They don't micromanage you. You always have loads. I have never sat around. The only time I sat around one time and I did get paid for it was they canceled. It wasn't because of us. It was because the people that I went to get loaded at didn't load me on time. They took too long, and the company that I work for, PAM, said, hey, if they don't load you in the next half an hour, you're leaving. You're not gonna stay there. I was like, what do you mean? They said, you're gonna leave. We're not gonna stick around. If they don't load the truck within, I sat there for 2 hours. And that was my fault because I gave them an extra half an hour. My company told me within 30 minutes, leave. But I stood an extra half an hour just to see if the guy was to load my truck. I wanted to get the load. What they told me was, we still get paid. So it doesn't matter if they load you or not. We still get paid. That's the way the contract works with Target. I guess the contract was with Target, and the guy was being an asshole, and my company just told me, hey, leave, because we get paid. Within a half an hour more, if they don't load us within the next half an hour, we're leaving because we're going to get paid regardless. So they told me, well, I insisted I'm going to go to a truck stop then. Once I leave here, I'll go to a truck stop and stay there. They said, that's a good idea. We'll call you when we have something for you. So they were looking for me to, by the time I drove to the truck stop, they already had something for me. They had a 1,200 mile run for me to go. I had to actually go further up into Illinois. I was in Missouri. I had to go to Illinois. I know it's like 275 mile run empty, and then 820 miles loaded. So what I did was I ran from one place to another, one state to another with an empty trailer, picked up a load, and then ran down to Texas. So this is what's going on with the that's the pros was that when I sat at this location for the day, they paid me for it. They paid me a lot of money, but they gave me something. I'm not gonna say what. They gave me something that I was satisfied with. As long as you're satisfied with what they pay you, you have no complaints. I have no complaints. They paid me for the day. And I sat at a truck stop playing with my RC car, my remote control cars, at a truck stop, pretty much cleaning the truck and eating and relaxing. It's like a day off. I had a day off. No driving, just relaxing. I just drove to the truck stop and stood there and went, took a shower, took care of stuff in my truck. So pretty much they paid me to hang out inside my truck. I mean, hey, I never had a job like that where they pay you just to relax. Take it easy today, you know, you don't have to drive, and we're going to pay you anyway. No problemo with me, okay? So those are one of the pros that I feel. This company, they told me, they didn't, first of all, I didn't know I was going to get it. Number two, my DM, my driver manager said, hey, I'm going to make sure you get paid for the date. I was like, okay, because they got paid. They got paid for that load. So they were like, let's pay Ray too. We'll give him something too. You know, he just missed that load. We're going to give him a little something for waiting. So they gave me something, which I was very satisfied. And pretty much I didn't do nothing today. I pretty much sat around and ate and cleaned my truck. You know, just pretty much just like do like house chores, if you want to call it, like staying in your house. Pretty much I'm staying in my house and I'm just cleaning and eating. And so the pros, that's another pro, that they paid me even though I didn't work. I got the check this week. It's still more than what I made at Home Depot, even though I didn't work for 2 days. It's like I didn't work for 4 days and I still got more than I got paid at Home Depot. I have no complaints. So far I am a very happy trucker. I don't want to make this video too long, but the pros, they don't call you, they're not micromanaging you. Whenever you need something fixed, all you have to do is take a picture and call. It is a different department you call when you need something fixed. They on the phone right away. They'll send you to a Love's or wherever to get the to get the truck fixed, or TA, they'll send you to a TA, wherever it is closest, they'll send you to get it fixed. If your truck could get there, if not, then you have to wait. And the average time is about 3 hours to get something fixed. That's normal. That's just normal average repair time. So whenever something's broken, yeah, it's going to take about 3 hours. Okay, so that's just normal. That's nothing. As far as me calling them with the communication, they're very friendly. They answer the phone. There are certain times they don't answer the phone. Like in the morning they answer. In the afternoon, you have to wait a little longer because I guess, you know, it gets more busy. Like any business, in the morning you call, nobody's calling, so they answer the phone quicker. As the day progresses, you have to wait a little longer because more guys are waking up, more trucking guys are waking up and calling in. So it's just part of the process. Communication is great. Pay is great. The attitude with us is great. They don't micromanage you. I don't know any other thing. The truck is in good condition. I have no problems with my truck. There was 2 times that the extension, my air hoses, and my electrical lines had to be repaired twice. That was because they were hanging too low. I was trying to fix it in a way like to make it higher, but they were so heavy that they would hang low, and when you would turn, it would get caught and then pop. So the first time the electrical cable broke, and the second time the air hose broke. We finally got that fixed. They put a double springs to hold the cable up so it's not hanging down, and I don't have any more problems. And that was the only 2 times that my truck had an issue, and they fixed it right away. As far as loads are concerned, I have this morning I am going back to the company that I just came from delivering some stuff to Texas. So I'm going right back to the same company and dropping off some containers that they put the stuff in, and then they're gonna load me again. So it's like I'm going from one distributor to the shipper and then back again. So this is what I'm doing, like a dedicated line. It's kind of like a dedicated line where you go back and forth to the same place, the same company. I'm not like going to a whole bunch of different places. I'm going to the same place, and it's 1,000-something miles every time I run. So it's like takes 3 days to run from one to the other. So it's for 3 days I'm running, and I don't get bothered. My DM doesn't call me and harass me. Where are you? What are you doing? You know, why you didn't do this or why you didn't do that. Pretty much he sent me an email yesterday saying, hey, the load when you're dropping off this morning, because I told him by the 20th I should be getting there on the 20th, which is today. Today's the 20th, and he told me, hey, we have another load at the same spot. You're gonna drop it. You're gonna drop the load you have, the containers. They're gonna load you again with new containers full of stuff. They use the containers to put the stuff in. So I have to bring the containers back from the company that I shipped it to go back. So I'm bringing the containers back. I'm getting paid. They're going to take out those containers and then put the containers they have ready now, today, into my truck. So I'm going to get loaded and reloaded in the same place. This is the beauty of this company. That's a big pro. So I don't have any complaints about this company. That's the only complaint I have, is the truck being dirty on the outside. They don't let us clean the truck, but I understand why, because the trucks get dirty fast. You know, you'll be spending, you know, $40 or $50 every time to clean the truck. You know, who cares? The only thing we care about is that the truck is running good and is safe, and you know, the inside is clean, as clean as can be. So I don't have any complaints with this company. I don't know what else to mention. As far as the loads are concerned, I have been running since the past month. The beauty is that I only have 4 months left. We're already at the end of February, so I got 6 months, so January, February, March, April, May, June. In June, my 6 months is done. They will pay, at the end of June, they will pay for my schooling complete. They're gonna pay for it. They at the end of the 6 months, they just pay the whole thing off, and then I don't owe anything. And I'm not holding to this company anymore. I fulfilled my 6 months contract, which I said I was gonna do, and that's what I'm doing. I'm running for 6 months. I am not going home or anything like that. I'm staying in this truck, living in the truck for 6 months straight. I told them I'm gonna run for 6 months until I pay for the contract. And that's what I'm doing. I'm not married or anything like that, so I don't have to worry about that. And that's about it. So I will be running in a little while. It's still early. I always get up early. It's 5:20. I'm not gonna run until another 3 hours. 8 o'clock. Get to the place at 9. Get loaded before 10. I'm supposed to get loaded at 10:15. But the guy told me the last time I went there to get there. He said, "Hey, you came early. I would have loaded you early." I said, "Oh, now I know." So today I'm gonna go at 9, get there at 9, and get unloaded and loaded before 10 o'clock, and then leave. The guy loaded me very quickly. The last time I was there, he loaded me very fast, like less than a half an hour. I was loaded. It doesn't matter how long it takes because it's gonna go down. So this is my little review of Pam Transport. It's a great company to work. I have no complaints, so anybody who's looking to complain about the company or everybody else's experience, that's their experience. My experience with this company has been great. So far, for the past 3 months, it's been great. Ever since the school, out of school, into the trucking, into the truck, it's been great. I have had no complaints. So, as far as I go, as for Pam Transport, thumbs up. I really am enjoying being a trucker for them. And I might I'm just going to continue being a trucker for them. I have no complaints. Sometimes you leave a good thing and then you go somewhere else and it's worse. So right now I am very satisfied and happy. And I'm going to stay with Pam. So that's about it. That's about the size of that. I gotta put all my stuff away now. I gotta put my stuff away, and I'm gonna upload this video right now. Rollerblade Trucker signing out.